All right, so I am actually going to go back into your cloud this time, and we're going to go a little bit deeper on kind of things that are in your cloud. We talked about those tabs that are on the left-hand side, and so I'm actually just going to go down them, and I have my laptop right in front of me. You can actually probably see the reflection in my glasses, but I'm going to go down that. So you have your home button there, then you have settings. That would be where you can edit your name, your username, you can edit your password, your address, all of that good stuff. Right under that, it's my orders, and then that is where you place your orders. So if you're ready to order your upgrade or you are ready to order more product, you can click the place order button. Now immediately the upgrade packs are going to pop up there. Just a quick little word of advice: if you do go with the $200 upgrade pack, make sure that you pick the option that comes with DFTs. I also always recommend that the lifestyle packs or boxes that you get are the individual packets, not the canister, so you can make up sample packs. Now underneath that it says single product options. You can click that and you can add any of those plus line products that you would like, or any additional, if you want a different flavor of lifestyle mix, you can add that in there. Now back over to the left, you've got a tab that says My Team. Now you can enroll a promoter or customer right there. Word of advice: don't enroll promoters, just enroll customers, because there's agreements that promoters have to agree to, and we can't agree to something for somebody else. So customers don't have that agreement. But here's where you can actually look at your waiting room. Please come talk to me if you've got people in there, because we can really utilize that waiting room to build your team strategically, and I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you do that. You can also look at your sponsorship downline. Now this is going to show just those people that you have enrolled. It's going to show you their ranks, how much they have personally sold, also their team sales, etc. Some of this stuff I don't really use, but also the My Customers button, that's pretty important button there that you would want to use, because on that button you can see all of your customers, their email, when they joined you, date of their last order. You can even click that and see what they've ordered. So that's a great database for you to be able to stay in contact with your customers, like we talked about with follow-ups and consistency. Then you go to My Commissions. That is where you can find your Lavelle credits if you have them, and I will talk about that on another video. And then of course your commission history and also your tax statements. So at the end of the year, we are 1099, so they don't take taxes out, so you will have to do that at the end of the year. Then there is reports. Now your sponsors report is a big report, and of course as time goes on it gets bigger. Now your sponsors report actually is only your first 4 levels, but this is really going to give you a lot of information about the promoters on your team. This is where you can find their name, their username, which is helpful for if people can't remember how to log in or want to know what their website is, their phone number, so if you want to call them and welcome them to your team, that's great, and also their email, if you want to give them an email, and again their current PV, which stands for personal volume. And on the other side you can also see if they're active and qualified, and if they have an auto ship set up, and I will cover those again later. I'm not going to talk about what all that means. And you can really just kind of go through these reports. There's tons of them. You can see the people on your team who've earned their iPad, their auto, your team PPA. So you can kind of see who's really rocking and rolling on your team and who's bringing in the most individually. I think that's great to be able to give them shout outs and encourage them. And then new orders. Now I look here very, very frequently throughout the day. This is where you're seeing your daily orders, and you can see where it's coming in. This is also where you can see if somebody upgraded, and maybe they upgraded for the first time. So you can contact them and just let them know they're in their VIP time. It's just important to really know the ins and outs of what's going on your team and in your business. And so I really camp out there in the new orders section. And then there is, there's a cool thing there if you want to look by how many team members you have in each state. That's pretty cool. It's a cool little report. In resources, go down, there's a Thrive sample mail out. Now, a lot of times there'll be an upgrade pack and you can get some mail out credits. That's really the only time I would recommend using those, and I really recommend sending 2 to 1 person just because of how they're set up. So that's where you send them though, from your back office, and you just send them directly to them. Don't really recommend sending them to yourself. Kind of defeats the purpose because they are shipped from the warehouse to them directly. There's no shipping cost on that. Also the email history. So many times I look in there actually every day to see if there's any emails that corporate sent out that perhaps I missed or did, went to my spam folder or whatever. Also, there's a link there. It says business cards, banners, and apparel. And that link is going to take you to our Lavelle Gear store where you can purchase your business cards, apparel, and all kinds of other stuff. So that's awesome. There's also some training videos in there from corporate. So if you want to watch some of those training videos, you can do that. Then at the bottom, there's a support tab. I recommend talking to your upline and your leaders before submitting support tickets. This is how we communicate with our corporate office and try to get some things handled. But work with your leadership, because many times there's things that we can work with you on and help you kind of figure out without bogging down the support. They get a lot of tickets that are kind of silly, sometimes just questions about how to take Thrive. Now your leadership can help you in answering a lot of those questions. So if you feel like you need to submit in a support ticket, please talk to your leadership first and we can help you out. There's also a frequently asked questions tab in there as well. So that's a little bit more in depth on your cloud office, and I hope that helps you out.